Alrighty, so day 11 lesson, writing equations and finding volume of right rectangular prisms. So what we're going to remember from yesterday is that we have our volume. Remember, this one's cubed, so anything might be cm to the 3, and then the b would be like cm squared, and then your height would just be a cm because there's only one of those. If I'm doing area, that means I did centimeters times centimeters, which is why we get that little 2. With my volume, I did centimeters times centimeters times centimeters, and there was 3 of those. Hopefully that cleared up any confusion y'all might have had from yesterday. So remember, we're going to find our base. So because we're in 6th grade, it's really easy to figure out which one a base is because we could just pick any of them and it will work. Then we multiply your base times height because that is a rectangle. And then I multiply by 12, which is the height of the figure. You have to read. Unfortunately, sometimes, guys, you have to read. So this time, example 1 says the figure represents a water trough. That's something that like an animal drinks out of. In the shape of a rectangular prism. The dimensions of the water trough are given in feet. So this time it's asking for what is the volume. I would strongly suggest always underline or highlight your question, what you're looking for. So I'm going to start with my formula. V is equal to big BH because this is a rectangular prism. I'm going to do V is equal to little b h times the height of the overall figure. Now I'm going to just go ahead and fill these in. Because I don't want to deal with a fraction, I'm going to go ahead and just turn this into decimal. A half is always 5/10. And then I'm going to multiply that by 7. So I'm going to do my 1.5 times 3 first. That gives me 15, 4. And then there's 1 decimal, 1 decimal. So now I've got V is equal to 4 5/10 times 7. So 7 times 5, 35. 3, 7 times 4 is 28, plus 3 is 31. Yet again, just 1 decimal. So my volume here is 31 5/10 feet. And because I did 1, 2, 3, it'll be a 3. All right, our next one. Ooh, this one we actually get to write an equation to find the value of x. So we don't know what some of our base is. So we're still going to start with the same formula. We're still going to break it down because I'm not looking for area of the base. I'm looking to see, I'm writing an equation. So my big B, and I could really use any side. What I'm going to actually use this as my base. And I use this one over here as my base. One thing I like to do is I like to shade in my bases. That way I know what my base shape is. So this one will be 4x, because remember, anything times a variable, because there's only one variable, so 4 times 1 is 4. And then times 9 and 8 centimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply this out. And I get 32. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 3 is 39. So I'm left with V is equal to 39 2/10 x. And then I could divide both of these by 39 2/10, 39 2/10. So I'm left with, and I'm going to change color that way y'all can see. I'm left with V over 39 2/10 is equal to x. And then that would be a formula I could use. And all I did was I just act like I was solving it. So remember, 39 2/10 divided by 39 2/10 just becomes 1. So I'm left with 1x and then V divided by that 39 2/10. Remember, any of these, you can always fill in your information that you know on the top as well. Because as you know the dimensions, you can easily figure that out. So I'm actually going to use the top as my base. So I'm going to start with, I want to know if the box was completely filled, so that's important to know. How many cubic feet would it hold? So cubic inches, or sorry, I said feet, is supposed to be inches. So that right there is my volume. So I'm looking for all the way full. That means I can use my volume formula. Because I'm dealing with a rectangle, I'm going to go ahead and split this up. I don't know volume, so I'm going to go ahead and do 10 5/10 times 2. And I'll multiply that by my height. So I'm left with 10 5/10 times 2. So 2 times 10 is 20. A half plus a half is 1. So I'm left with 21 times 12 is equal to my volume. Now that one I don't know right off the top of my head, so I'm going to go ahead and do the math. So I'm left with 42, my 0 for my 2. 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2. So I'm left with, if I could make sure I'm adding in the right spot, 252. So my volume here would be 252 inches cubed. All right. So we're looking here for what is the height. That's the first thing I want to do is I want to look for my question and look for the what is. So that means that means I know my big B. I just don't know the height of the prism or the figure. And it tells me it's a rectangular prism. So I'm going to go ahead and do little b, h. And I'm going to multiply that by my height. So it tells me that my base length is 6. My base height is 8. I don't know my overall height, and it tells me that its volume is 672. So I'm filling in right where I see it. So here I'm left with 48. H is equal to 672. So when I divide these out, I know that goes away, and I'm left with, so I make myself a little T-chart. I know it's going to be 1 something. So I have 672, 48. So I can put 1 because I can't take 48 from 6, but I can take 48 from 67 one time. That'd be 5. So I'm left with 192. So from here, I got 48 plus 48 is 96. That's not quite big enough. So what I'm going to do now, this is something I've taught my students. I'm going to actually double in my table and do 96 plus 96. So I know 6 plus 6 is 12. 9 plus 9 is 18. Plus 1 more is 192. So check it out. This becomes 14. And because it's only one measurement, my height is 14 inches. It's not cubed because there's only one height. It's only this one right here. All right, hopefully that answers any questions you may have had from yesterday. Hopefully Mr. Mendez will be back soon. If not, you'll be hearing from me again for 12 and 13.